So pretty. All right, this morning we are taking a walk through the really neat older Barrington Oaks with the two dogs. Nova on the right, the retired, actually never raced greyhound, hence the name. She was a little too small to race. And Casey the lab. But one of the things I love about Barrington Oaks is that there are sidewalks, and it's just really nice, especially during, and look at all these old trees. So Oaks is, because there's a lot of these really lovely old oak trees, and they are really, really pretty, provide a lot of shade. I'll show you more in a minute. We're walking across the street. This is Danwood we're crossing. We just came off of Windermere. Look at those pretty trees. So these houses were built in the 70s mostly, and a few of the oak trees suffered from the apocalypse of snow and ice. But look at this really pretty yard. Oh my gosh, the green. Houses are turning over and getting updated. And I mean, it's 7:45 on a school day, and this is as busy as this street gets. That's two cars, and there might be a school bus here shortly, so it's not bad. One of the things I really like about this neighborhood is that not only do we have large lots, they're a quarter acre on average, and they're pretty flat, so there's room to have a yard and playscapes, and we even put a pool in. We still have room for running around. Not us, we don't run around, but these dogs do. And the sidewalks I mentioned, which are just really a welcoming feature. And during the quarantine and COVID, we saw so many more people out. We all commented on, oh, we didn't know there were so many dogs and so many neighbors. So it's really lends itself to a friendly neighborhood. Another thing I really like is that you can walk to a grocery store. You can walk to H-E-B. It's about a half mile from our house. There's an amazing cupcake place called Cupprimo, locally owned and phenomenal. You have to have the blue velvet taco. No, that is not a thing. It's a blue velvet cupcake. Although a blue velvet taco is not a bad idea. I'm thinking of red velvet taco, or velvet taco in the Domain. All right, in a minute I'm going to take you by the park. And I call it the park because the city owns it, and they plan to make a park out of it because I've checked into them. I've communicated with City Council and also City of Austin and Parks and Rec. I'll tell you more about that in a minute. And here we are coming up on what I refer to as the park. This is 5 lots that the city bought after a flood. I can't remember if it's 2011 or 15, one of those, I think. And so there were 5 houses, and you can see the driveways, and it's kind of weird because you can see where the houses were, and there's an irrigation thing sticking out. But this, as you can see, is a depressed area, and so the houses all flooded, and the city bought a few of the lots. This one in particular is low, but look at what a nice space this is. City owns it. And what they do is mow it every 6 weeks. They mow it every month. And their plan is to give it to Parks and Rec and make a nice park for us, which would be amazing. So we said we'd just be happy with some chairs, picnic tables, benches. And if you dreamed of a 2-story house with a green lawn and a nice big backyard, you can have one of those too. So a lot of the houses have been well cared for and still need updating. Some have been fully updated. There's just a really great variety. The name of this street, I love the name of this street, I get on the sidewalk, is Sweet Shade. It's just 2 blocks long, and it's a great name for this street. So lots of evidence of families. This is a great place to raise families with these nice big lots, these gorgeous trees. It's beautifully landscaped, and look at these plants. These beds are so pretty. Look at that. I forgot what that's called. But it looks really nice. And we're approaching one that's for sale. I'll check the price and put it in the comments. So that's probably 2,500 square feet. I believe when I've looked at this online, it's fully updated. I will double check. There's 2 for sale on this street, which is Antigua. There's also amazing schools One of the top 50 high schools in the country is Westwood, and this area feeds into Westwood, and also really good elementary and middle schools. So that's a big draw. What else? Super close to 183 in Spicewood Springs means 7 minutes to the Domain, about 15 or 20 to downtown, and just minutes to all of the new Apple campuses and Tesla and all the other new tech jobs going in. Beautiful old tree, look at that, such character. That's what I've heard a lot of people say they like about this neighborhood, is that the houses have character, some more than others. Pretty house, nice color scheme, beautiful landscaping.